while back he was attacked by a pack of Whilebacks. A while back the pack sneak attacked while his momentum lacked. They came in round the back when he fell a tad flat. A while back he was attacked by a pack of Whilebacks. While looking back upon his past, to the 24 years he wasn't sat on his arse. A while back he was attacked by a vicious sharp-toothed pack of Whilebacks. They will drag you back when they attack, to the point where you have no history to unpack. A while back he was attacked by a sharp-toothed pack. Just a little while back. They saw his potential, they had a snack, nipping and scratching at the future he lacked. The Whileback sat beside on the sofa, really he was still just a lad. We replayed his childhood on the big screen and the pad. The Whileback sang the old songs quite badly. They took what once made him happy, delivered it sadly. The Whilebacks feasted and beasted and creased, filled his future with sutures, filled his future with computers, and filled themselves up on all of his lead loop. A while back he didn't just dial back. The Whilebacks flattened his style flat. They get quite riled when guile is filed into bile and soiled traps. A while back he was attacked by a pack of Whilebacks, and I'm not sure if he's coming back, not from that attack, not so long ago now. Though in his condition it's hard to know now. An old man with hair the color of snow, an old man he's seen a few winters through, seen winters show their teeth in ways young men rarely know. Leaned in close and whispered low, it's fine to remind lad, but remember this: if a chap your age stares too long into that abyss, or the Whileback sniff it out, the parts that aren't yet his, they'll fillet a future quick as a cleaver's kiss. It's an amber trap, said the oldie, a honey glow. It's pretty to look at, sweet and slow, but the moment you linger, let memory grow. You'll stop moving forward, you'll stop keeping tempo, and the Whilebacks love a man with nowhere left to go. Those rose-tinted rear views, they'll bleed your tomorrows thin. You'll miss what's coming for the sake of what's been. Young Un shrugged off the warning like a coat in the summer, never sensing the depth in the eyes pulling him under. Urgency slid from him, glimpses hid from him of what he'd failed to see. While they speak of dangers, he only heard history. He failed to be, finding warnings boring, halfway to yawning at the story, missing the chance to spy bite marks from an old horde mauling. He never felt the breath of a pack warm on his neck, while back teeth quietly parted, taking whole chunks of his timeline before life had charted. A piece of his history was never to be, not while he looked back at his own shallow victory. Old Cogger's own lesson had been learned just in time to save the future. You must savor what's happening, what might. What you wish for, reach for, and make your strife stir, and keep that lit like a lantern so the shadows blur. You wingers never heard the pack stir in the tall grass behind him. Warnings don't hold him, ambitions don't find him. He doesn't focus on danger or the breath on his neck, or even on his time here. He focuses back on his spring and his summer that have already been, never realizing the Whilebacks already snip and snack at him. In your 20s is plenty of time to recover, if you make plans for yourself and stand there for the others. Instead he gazes in the haze of what he calls glory days, and those storied rays, bright as they are, leave an entrance adjunct, a door ajar, and through that crack you could earn a broad Whileback scar. The pack moves closer, soft-footed and clever, pre-feasting on futures he assumed were forevers. A while back he was attacked by a pack of Whilebacks. A man of his age should have fended off such an attack, but he was strained from twisting, looking back, distracted at that. He could not see his currency depleted in stacks. He couldn't see his ancestry whisper warnings of that. Couldn't see what he could be while fixated on what he'd had. He looked at what was past, not what he lacked, not what could grow. So he just didn't know that the sneaky Whilebacks had already latched. He showered in what devoured him, fed power to the paradigm, let them in a mortal sin, so the Whilebacks could feast on him as for a while back. Steam with a grin was the first allowed in, and in just a little while brought the rest of the pack with him. Smaller the younger, The older the hunger, family nostalgia, that creeping uncle of danger. In ribbons and strands they took the fingers from his hands, the ears from his head, the feet from his legs. One bite took his sight, and then the jaws find his mind. The nostalgia creature the old man warned, it will eat ya. The nostalgia creature, he had been warned, it will eat ya. Every stolen hour I consumed with power. In reverse, too late to cower. The Whilebacks ate. The hour got late. A while back he was attacked by a pack of Whilebacks. A while back he was attacked by a pack of Whilebacks.